all together now. Let's do the druggy dance. How spooky is that? All in unison. The coordination's good. The choreography, spot on. I reckon this bloke at the back might be the choreographer. They look like they're doing a bit of a druggy dance, but he looks like, dead set, he looks like he's given them the drugs. He knows what's up. Look at that grin on his face. Folks, welcome to another video featuring the Pilatus PC-12 by SimWorks Studios. You could consider this one a bit of a second impressions kind of video, I suppose. We are truly dark and rather cool where we happen to begin our journey from today. Got a little bit of basic lighting. Well, we did have. He's left the covers on, the old fella. Yeah, he doesn't want the world to know what's happening in the cabin. I don't blame you, mate. PC-12, second impressions type of thing. We're operating the graveyard shift here this morning, folks. Really just an excuse for us to check out the night lighting and fly this fantastic aeroplane in a part of the world that I absolutely love flying. Let me show you the flight plan. And you probably guessed by the livery where we are, or it'll be in the description as well, so, you know, you don't exactly have to study for this test, folks. We're in New Zealand. It just calls me back. I can't stay away for too long. Begin our journey in a little place. I love flying in and out of here. This is Westport over here on the sort of west coast of the South Island. Beautiful Westport. Get some interesting weather over here. And we're going to fly a fairly short flight, really, across to Wellington, capital of NZWN. Yeah, short flight. We're replicating a real-world route, though. Sound Air do fly between Westport and Wellington and other destinations. And they do have an early morning flight, although not quite as early as we are today. Our journey will take us sort of overhead Nelson, and then kind of just to the south of Picton, which is here. It's another destination of Sound Air. And then we head over the Cook Strait and line ourselves up for what looks to be a sporty arrival into Wellington. Absolutely howling northerly breeze there. 30-something knots, according to the MEDAR. So, yeah, this could get interesting. At least we'll pull up pretty quick. Yeah, really just an excuse to explore the night lighting. I might have mentioned that I was going to do that in a previous video, my first impressions video that has been posted to the channel. This is essentially a second impressions. Probably a pretty short video, folks. Westport to Wellington, PC-12, early morn. Let's do it. Alright, so we have some lighting. We have some power to the aircraft. Got the external power set up. I just love this guy in the back. Look at him, he knows where the camera is. He looks like he's either going to rush forward and cut me, or give me a special cuddle. I'm not sure which. I'm wearing the sunnies because I'm just so cool. Hey, if I flew for Sound Air, PC-12, I reckon I'd wear sunnies at night. Hey, there we go. That's what it looks like lit up, folks. We'll jump inside. Got the view set up down in here. So this is the VC inside. Very nice. Very, very nice indeed. And lighting controls are sort of down here. I can turn some panel lights off. Which one do I want to turn off here? So I turn the flood off. There we go. I've just got the instrument lights. Very nice. You probably fly like that. This is in the cabin. Yes, I am joined by my little canine companion, little fella that with a face that only a mother could love. There he is. And here we are, back with the druggies in the back. In fact, that guy's really freaking me out. I'm going to get rid of him just by clicking the headset. Look at that, the magic of this aircraft. Unfortunately, I'll get rid of my little companion as well. Oh, choices. I'll leave it blank for the moment, folks. Yeah, that is the cabin lighting. Very nice. Can turn that off, down. This will be a bit of a challenge. Allow me to do that. It will. What's reading light do? There we go. That's what it does. I thought that we might have individual lights back here. Like, what's that? That's the vent. We can't turn that's the vent to move around, right? No, we can't turn those lights on. I'll pull the shades while we're here. We don't want anyone seeing what's happening back here. There we go. I like it. I like it. I'll get us started, folks. I might get that a bit of floodlight coming back on. Get the that's the dome light. Okay, I probably want that on. At least 50% anyway. I don't need the flood on. No, I do. Sorry, folks. I'm just having a bit of a play. This is the whole purpose of this video, just to experiment. An outlet for my curiosity, you might say. I'll get us started and out onto a runway. I think 04 here at Westport will be the go. Get on our way and join you in the cruise and share whatever comes to mind before making an approach into Wellington this morning. Alright, we have motion, folks. Now, the astute viewers amongst you may have realised an error that I made. I was talking about taking off from runway 04 here at Westport, but one look at the GTN 750 will tell you that would have been a rather stupid choice, even for yours truly. A 12 to 15 knot tailwind would have eventuated, could have made for a challenging departure, or even more challenging than it needs to be anyway. So runway 22 it'll be. Slightly lengthens our journey today, but not by much. Loving this aeroplane, really enjoying this. This is the third time I've flown it. The very first time was the first impressions video, and then I took it for a spin earlier, shortish sort of flight, and now this is my first time flying it in the dark, although it is starting to brighten up. We've at local time of about 5:30 or something like that here in Westport. But yeah, really enjoying this aeroplane. If you happen to have picked it up, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. And we're lined up runway 22 Westport. So we've got a straight out departure, then it's a right turn. Okay, so Berkey, Gunham, and then, onto track. No problem, 13 knots on the nose. That'll help us get airborne. Flaps, trims, landing lights, transponder can be reporting altitude, and flight idle. Love how this kicks in. Listen to that. Away we go. Juicies. S-bit alive. More juicies. Oh, she's ready to go. Away we go. Positive rate and all that. Might have rotated a little early there. A little less than the torque we should have. Beautiful. Safely away. 400 feet, we'll go flaps up. Retrim. This bird loves trim. Needs trim. A slightly right of track. Do have a slight left crosswind. Through 150. I'll move into a little bit of IAS mode, bit of nav work as well, bit of yaw dampering, and a bit of Georgie. So we're in nav, IAS, we're all good. Georgie, going to sort us out, mate? We're right for power. Take an external, safely away out of Westport this morning. We've got a right turn coming up, which will take us out over the wet stuff. Beautiful. Oh, we've got our packs back. How did they appear? Old mate's still eyeing me off. climbing like a homesick angel here this morning as Georgie commences or thinks about commencing the right turn. There you go, Georgie. Commit, Georgie. Commit. Beautiful Westport. Now we must be getting, we're climbing really well, up through 10,000. Probably need to start thinking about oxygen. I like the sound of this. Beautiful. We are pressurising. Yep, we're good. Now temp 23 degrees, a little warm. The Kiwi sunrise. How beautiful is this, huh? Loving it. Skies have never looked better in any simulator, my humble opinion, and I'm just so relieved at how well Sim Update 14 is performing, at least here on my rig. If you're seeing issues, I'd like to hear about them. Not that I can help you. I always try. I do get some comments and questions that come through sometimes, and I do my best to try. I'm sorry if I can't be of more assistance. There was one situation earlier today where someone was reporting issues with not seeing liveries. I wish I could have been of more assistance, mate, but thank you for posing the question and giving me an opportunity to basically say that I couldn't help. Another turn, Georgie. This is just beautiful. Hey, now we're going really well in terms of progress. So we're doing almost 300 knots here at flight level 150. We've got 20 something knots up the date. That wind, it's forecast to be a howling northerly at Welly. We'll see what happens. I was expecting a decent northerly at Westport, but it was quite the opposite, howling southerly, so who knows, folks. I might have to get my weather information from somewhere else, I think. Anyway, cruise segment won't be a long one. It won't be a long flight, so I've got to make this short. And for better or worse, I'm going to include another YouTube channel that the algorithm has put in front of me. Let me show you it. And this is the completely random YouTube channel of the day, folks. If your eyes have gone straight to the title of the video, you are wondering, what has this bloke been typing into his search engine? I can assure you, hand on heart, fingers lightly crossed, I have not been typing or searching for how Germans pee. Alright, I can assure you of that. I assumed until earlier today that Germans did the business the same way that Australians do the business. But apparently not. This channel is called Felly from Germany. Her name is Felicia. Great channel. Lovely German girl. She lives in the States now. Cincinnati, I think. I think this has popped up on my feed because I do take an interest in people with YouTube channels like this who kind of move from one location to another, and they share their experiences of getting to adapt to a different culture. And there's another girl in Japan that I followed over the years. And anyway, Felly from Germany appears, and this this is not the video that was recommended to me. This is a video that I found, and in it she talks about the differences between how German men do number ones compared to American men. Now, I had no idea there was a difference, and she's introduced me to a beautiful term, and I'm now introducing you to that term. That term is Sitzpinkler. Sitzpinkler. It's German for someone who sits down to pee. And apparently this is not uncommon for German men. Now, I don't know about you. Look, there's no shame here on this channel either. I'm not shaming anyone. The only shame is the way I fly. But I'm not having a go at anyone. I didn't realise this was such a thing. I mean, Then again, I don't exactly make a habit of watching other blokes piss, and I haven't visited a public restroom in quite a while. It's because I don't leave the home. That would be in breach of my bail conditions. But anyway, enough about that. Only joking, folks, only joking. Been granted parole, I'm good. Sitzpinkler, a bloke who pisses. Anyway, sitting down. Felly from Germany. Great channel. Great channel. Enjoy watching some of her videos. That's the YouTube feature, completely random bit of content in a flight simulation video for today, folks. You might need your sunglasses on, folks, just like I'm wearing one. Wearing mine here in the VC. As we sort of approach a beautiful part of New Zealand called Nelson, one of my favourite places, featured in it's featured in a few videos, I think, but I remember flying a King Air, a modded King Air, I think, in here not that long ago. I'm seeing a few things come through, speaking of all things YouTube, seeing a few videos pop up of late. Like those videos that talk about how to improve the performance of your sim, performance tweaks and that sort of stuff. Seeing a few pop up in recent times, and it's interesting. I think as simmers, a lot of us are tweakers. We're looking. We spent so many years doing everything we could, beg, borrow and steal, to try and get that precious extra frame, or lose the stuttering, get a sharper image, whatever it is. We're trying everything we can, every trick in the book, to try and improve our simulation experience. And then this sim comes along, and it performs pretty well in general. And the hardware that people have these days helps a lot of people to have an experience that we could only dream of, even just a matter of a few years ago. But we seem to go through as a community these phases. I'll take an external just to break things up, folks. Again, you won't need your sunnies. I'll save you the squint. Hey, that's the sort of guy I am. Squint saver. We seem to go through these phases where there'll be one or two videos posted about this. Look at what I found. It's this sort of the pot of gold towards better performance in your sim, and then there'll be another one on top of that. And before you know it, if you're not careful, you're tweaking the shit out of your computer to the point where you're starting to break stuff. And the placebo effect also comes into play a little bit. I'm a bit cautious these days about too much of the tweaking. I've done plenty of it over the years, and I think look, on balance, what gives you better performance is better hardware and getting your in-game, your in-sim settings right, I think. That said, plenty of people are reporting, various improvements. I think a lot of those people have pretty good hardware to begin with. So I don't know. Some of it's snake oil to me. And other people swear by the stuff. It's just interesting. We seem to go through these phases, and we seem to be in one of these phases where everyone's got the tweak that will get you those precious frames and remove thy stutters and all that sort of stuff. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with how this is running. I don't have much happening in the way of tweaks. I've got a decent rig, but certainly not top end compared to what some of you guys are running. I don't ask too much of my PC. Pretty realistic with my expectations. And this PC does a hell of a lot more than run a simulator, and I'm really reluctant to muck around with something that might affect, the really important stuff that I do. So, Yeah, for what it's worth, just as we turn overhead Nelson, folks, a bit of commentary around the latest sort of trend of performance tweaks on YouTube. I'll prepare us for an arrival into Wellington. We're going to be there pretty quickly, and I'll see you for an approach. Alright, we're turning for home, runway 34 here at Wellington. Bumpy segment over the Cook Strait. Serious wind shear. And that's continuing. I'm hoping that the wind lines up to give us a headwind into runway 34. Apparently it is 360 at 28 knots or something like that. So that's close enough to a headwind. 7 miles to run. I'm going to give Georgie a rest here and hand fly the rest of this. See how we go. Challenging place in which to land. Wellington is. Give us a shout out in the comment if you happen to hail from this part of NZ. I know I've got quite a few Kiwi viewers. I was hoping for a visual approach. We're 6 miles and we're quite high. We're going to come right off the juicies, get some sync happening. Now I've got the terrain inhibited thing on. Hopefully that'll keep old mate quiet. The sync rate thing, because my sync rate is beyond 2,000 feet a minute. Feeling like I'm making hard work of this. I think we might be okay though. I have confidence, folks. Yeah, I think we're going to be alright. 4.5 miles to touchdown. Down through 2.7. Admittedly high, but I think we're okay. We've got our speed coming back. Runway in sight now. Absolutely beautiful morning. If a little breezy. Do love how this aeroplane feels in the hand. Right back at idle now. We'll retrim. We'll take gear soonish. I see a 40 appear in the wind speed indicator there. Shit, we might pull up before the bloody pappies. I'm gonna take gear. Retrim. Take flaps 15 as well. Trimming. Yeah, I think that terrain inhibitor thing must be the shut up button for the sync rate, eh? Alright, speed coming back now, retrimming again. Be another flaps 30 landing. All the whites. It's constantly trimming. Alright, we'll take flaps 30. We want to approach at about 90 odd knots, right? Down to 100. We're getting fluctuating wind speed. Starting to get a bit stuttery. This is payware scenery here in Wellington. Really good payware scenery as well. That breeze shifting around to 360. Still high. Ground speed all of 78 knots. Oh yeah, stuttery. 3 whites. This is bloody good fun. Ooh, we've got a bit of sync happening there. The speed increase as well. 2 whites, 2 reds. Runway 34 Wellington, folks. Oh, this is bloody good fun. A little quick. Stuttery and ooh, ho, 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 ho. We're going to go around. Positive rate, gear up. Well, well, well. We got the big sinkies there, folks. I'll see you for another. To bring the talk back, I'll see you for the second approach. Runway 34 Wellington. All right, take 2. I guess, can you really say that you've flown in New Zealand if you haven't gone around at least once here at Wellington? Good challenge. See how we go this time. Hey, we'll be mindful of the potential of that late shear. Unfortunately, got some pretty significant stuttering happening, which won't help with our landing. I was also saying earlier about how happy I am with the performance. First time here at Wellington for a little while. Right, we'll take second stage of flap. We've got gear down. Looks like 2 whites, 2 reds from this far out. We're earning our keep as a flight sim content creator today. Alright, we do have gear down. We do have flaps set. Runway 34, there's a bit more sync. Alright, plenty of runway here with a headwind like this. Make sure we don't hit the rock wall. Alright, runway 34 Wellington, folks, here we go. Take 2. Lost about 15 frames, but that's okay. Oh, we're going to struggle. Oh, that was firm. We bounced it. Oh, if I can keep it on the runway, I'll be happy here. Oh boy, ran out of elevator authority there. And I think my frames dropped to about 18. That didn't help. Anyway, folks, thank you for your company in another video. Quite a longer video than I had planned anyway. I hope you got something out of it. I enjoyed myself anyway. My second impression of the aeroplane is along the lines of my first. Really like it. Folks, until we next meet, stay well, enjoy your simming, and bye for now.